All right, well, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or whatever it may be that you're watching this. But got something I want to share today, and it seems like two completely unrelated topics, but I'm going to tie them together and try to make a good application. I know it spoke to my heart, so hopefully it'll speak to yours too. So, basically, I want to talk today about termites and the fruit of the Spirit. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, doesn't it? Termites and the fruit of the Spirit. But I'm going to go somewhere with this, so just hold on. Now, I know through my life as a Christian, there have been plenty of times to where I have been wondering about my salvation because I've had periods of time to where my heart's been kind of cold, or when I haven't seen God moving as much in my life as I'd like for Him to, and or I've gone through times where maybe some sins that I used to have victory over are coming back up and becoming a temptation and a struggle for me again, or whatever the case may be, or it just seems like God's not doing much. And you can go through periods of time like that and wonder, man, am I really saved? Do I really know the Lord? And so it makes you go through those times and you question. But I want to give an example, an illustration from termites that might be helpful and an encouragement to you today. So me and my wife here, about a couple years ago, we bought a new home. Now, when I say new home, I don't mean new. I mean new to us. Now, this home's 40 years old. It's built back in the 70s, so it's not super old, but it's old enough. And the time we bought it, we got a really good deal on it, and it had been sitting vacant for about a year and a half when we bought it. And as we were going through the inspections and all that type of thing, we saw that at one time there had been some termite treatments done on the house. And upon inspection and everything, it didn't appear that there was a problem at that present time when we bought the house. So a couple months in, we decided to do some work in our kitchen. So we tore out a backsplash, and when we got behind that backsplash, we noticed that there's a pretty extensive system of termite tubes there. They weren't active, but they were there, and they were probably due to the issues right there where the plumbing comes up to the kitchen through the foundation up into the kitchen. So that kind of made sense. But we checked it out; everything looked fine. And we fast forward about another year and a half to last fall, and so I walked out in my garage one day, and we have, like, being an older home, there's like a settlement crack there going through the middle of the garage, and I looked, and it looked like two red little ant hills coming up through that crack in my garage. Like, what in the world? Do I have ants coming in through my crack in my garage? So I grabbed a broom and tried to sweep it up and look down there. And I looked down there, those little white, translucent looking, cute little destructive critters, termites, were burrowing up through the crack in my garage. And about the same time as that happened, my wife comes to me one day and says, "Hey, dear, over in the corner of the bedroom where the walls meet over there, it looks like there's a little piece of dirt or something that's stuck to the middle of the wall. What is that? Go check it out, see what it is." So I said, "Oh, that's kind of strange." Went over there, took a closer look, and of course, it was a termite tube poking through the drywall into the bedroom. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, we have an issue here." So of course, we ended up calling the exterminator, and they came out and did an expensive treatment on the house to take care of everything. And so at that point, we said our termite problems are taken care of. But that's the way it is with the fruit of the Spirit. Sometimes our life can look like a blank sheet of drywall just sitting there in a house, and nothing really appears to be going on. But what's one way you can know if you're saved? Well, if you've got the fruit of the Spirit, the love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, meekness, faith, all those things that the Bible says are the fruit of the Spirit. If you see those poking through the drywall of your life, like those little termite tubes, if you see those poking through every once in a while, then that's probably a good indication that yes, you are a child of God, and that God is working, and things are happening. Now, one thing I know, and I found that out firsthand with termites, is if you see tubes poking through your drywall, there's a lot more activity going on behind the drywall. So that's the way it is through the Spirit. So if you're seeing little glimpses of love poking through the drywall of your life, or little glimpses of joy and peace and gentleness and goodness poking through the drywall of your life, then let that be a good indication that yes, you are showing some of the fruit of being a Christian, and yes, you most likely are a child of God, because there's a lot more that God's doing inside of you and behind the surface of the drywall of your life that He's trying to accomplish. So take heart and take encouragement in that, and focus on those things, and trust in the Lord to help you grow in those things in your life. And the more you see those things infesting your life, for lack of a better term here, the more you're going to know His presence, the more confidence, the more assurance you're going to have of knowing that you do belong to God, and you are His child. So there you go. It's termites and the fruit of the Spirit. I know you never saw that application coming, but I hope it's a blessing and encouragement to you today. Just keep on. Look for those little glimpses of God working in your life, and take strength and take courage from those times. So God bless you, and have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.